In the last few years, the landscape of personal finance has transformed dramatically. What was once dominated by traditional financial advisors in suits on business networks has now shifted to engaging personalities on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. These new figures are known as finfluencers, financial influencers who teach everything from budgeting and investing to crypto and side hustles, all in short, digestible videos. This shift did not just happen overnight. It was driven by a demand for more relatable, easy to understand, and actionable financial advice in a world where more people want control over their money. So why are finfluencers now dominating the personal finance video scene? Let us explore the driving forces behind their success, the risks and rewards they bring, and what this trend means for the future of financial literacy. Financial advice that feels human. The biggest reason finfluencers are booming is because they speak a language that resonates with everyday people. Traditional financial advice often comes loaded with jargon, charts, and fine print. It can feel intimidating or even gatekept from the average viewer. Finfluencers break that mold. They talk about real, life situations, how to get out of debt, how to save on groceries, or how to make your first investment, with stories that mirror what many viewers are going through themselves. That human element is something money managers and bankers rarely deliver. Instead of lectures, finfluencers offer empathy. They say, "Here is what worked for me," and walk you through it step by step. That type of relatability is powerful. It creates a sense of community. People follow finfluencers not just for tips, but for support, motivation, and a sense that they are not alone on their financial journey. Short, sharp, and addictive content, let us face it, attention spans are shorter than ever. Finfluencers understand this perfectly. Instead of long seminars or hour-long videos, they deliver knowledge in 30 seconds to 5 minutes. That brevity keeps things exciting. A viewer can scroll through a dozen videos and walk away with 10 new insights in under half an hour. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels are designed to reward punchy, well-edited content. Finfluencers have mastered the art of the hook, starting their videos with a statement so surprising or bold that viewers cannot look away. Statements like, "You can retire 10 years earlier by doing this," or "Most people waste 50% of their income without realizing it," immediately spark curiosity. This rapid-fire style of education fits perfectly into how modern audiences consume information. It makes finance feel less like homework and more like a life hack. Trust built through transparency. One surprising reason finfluencers are thriving is that many of them share their own financial situations. They show their student loan balances, their investment portfolios, or even how much they earn from their side hustles. This transparency builds trust. In contrast, many people feel unsure about whether traditional advisors have their best interest at heart. After all, those advisors may earn commissions for recommending certain products. But a finfluencer who discloses that they made a mistake and learned from it feels more honest, more like a peer than a seller. And when finfluencers disclose their earnings from YouTube ads or affiliate programs, they invite viewers behind the curtain. This builds credibility. Followers feel like they are watching someone authentic, not someone who is only out to profit from them. Accessibility and low barriers to entry. Another major reason finfluencers are taking over is that they remove the barriers to financial knowledge. Many people assume they need thousands of dollars or a degree in economics to start managing their money effectively. Finfluencers challenge that belief. They often start their own journey from zero and say, "If I can do this, so can you." They simplify everything, explaining how to open an investment account, what compound interest means, or how to fix a credit score in plain language. The result is empowerment. Financial anxiety fuels the fire. Let us pause here for a moment and ask, when was the last time you felt completely confident about your money? If you are like most people, probably not recently. Finfluencers have grown in popularity partly because people are feeling more financial pressure than ever. From rising housing prices and inflation to student loans and job insecurity, the average person faces a lot of money-related stress. In uncertain times, people look for guidance, and fast. Traditional financial systems can feel outdated or too slow to respond. Finfluencers, on the other hand, are constantly adapting. They address the latest changes in the stock market, interest rates, or government policy in near real time. They create videos when gas prices surge, when a new tax rule is announced, or when a recession looms. This responsiveness gives people a sense of control. It feels like someone is walking through the chaos with them, offering updates, advice, and encouragement. Algorithms favor financial content. Social media platforms have played a huge role in influencer success. Algorithms on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are designed to push content that gets engagement. Financial content, especially when it involves surprising facts or bold claims, often sparks comments, shares, and likes. This creates a feedback loop. A video on how to save $10,000 in a year might go viral not only because of its value, but also because people want to debate or add their own tips in the comments. That visibility brings more followers, and more followers bring more credibility. The platforms themselves benefit when people stay engaged, so they continue pushing financial content that performs well. This has allowed finfluencers to grow rapidly, with some gaining hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers in under a year. Community over institutions. Another powerful force behind the finfluencer rise is the growing distrust of institutions. Many young people have seen banks fail, housing markets crash, and student loans balloon. They do not automatically trust that institutions have their best interests at heart. Finfluencers often position themselves as anti-establishment voices. They tell viewers to question everything, to ask how banks make money, to understand how credit cards are structured to keep you in debt, or to learn why certain investment products are designed more for the seller than the buyer. This approach feels rebellious and refreshing. It empowers viewers to take control and be skeptical of traditional advice. Instead of saying, "Talk to your advisor," finfluencers say, "Here is how you can understand it yourself." Monetization without manipulation. One concern many people have is whether finfluencers are simply promoting products for a paycheck. While there are definitely shady players in the space, the most successful finfluencers know that trust is their most valuable asset. They often disclose when a video is sponsored, and many choose to promote only tools they genuinely use. Whether it is a budgeting app, an investing platform, or a course, viewers reward honesty. If a finfluencer recommends something and it works, that loyalty deepens. In return, finfluencers can earn a sustainable income through ads, sponsorships, digital products, and affiliate commissions, without having to rely on fees from their audience. This keeps their content free and accessible to more people. The future of finfluencing. Regulation and opportunity. As the finfluencer space grows, it is starting to attract attention from regulators. Some worry that misleading advice could harm people, especially when it comes to investing or crypto. There are calls for clearer disclosure rules and possibly licensing for financial influencers. However, rather than shrinking the space, this may strengthen it. The most credible finfluencers will adapt and continue to thrive. In fact, regulation may help separate the experts from the opportunists. At the same time, the future is full of opportunity. Schools, nonprofits, and even financial institutions are beginning to partner with finfluencers to improve financial literacy at scale. We may see courses, certifications, and even national campaigns led by creators who understand how to connect with the public. Finfluencers are not just a trend. They are a response to a deep, unmet need for approachable, actionable financial education. By blending real-life experience with powerful communication skills, they are democratizing access to money knowledge like never before. Whether you are trying to build an emergency fund, get out of debt, or finally understand how investing works, chances are there is a finfluencer out there who has made it their mission to help. And while it is always wise to fact, check and do your own research, the value these creators offer is undeniable. They have taken finance out of the boardroom and into the living room. That is not just a shift in style. It is a revolution in how people learn to manage their money. If you found this eye-opening, the next video will take it further. Check out our breakdown of the side hustles that are paying real money in 2025. Some of them might just surprise you.